Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyra and today I'm bringing to you day 3 and the third look with the Alter Ego Sahara palette. If you're new here, a very special welcome to you. I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave if you like what you see today. It's free, it's easy, and it helps you find my videos more easily Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday when I upload. And allegedly, if you ring that notification bell to all, YouTube will let you know when that happens. So if you've missed the other 2 videos, I am currently moving and I just wanted to bring to you guys some short and sweet content to keep you entertained while I'm taking a little break. So today I'm going to do a mostly matte look, but to start off, what I have on my face is the Tarte C Breezy Cream Bronzer. This is the mini in the shade Seychelles. And I also have my Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush in the shade Pillow Talk. And then for highlighter, I got this one recently from Nabla. This is their Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder in the shade Privilege, and you'll probably see this later. I think I'm gonna use this as a inner corner highlight. So I already have the eyeballs primed with my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly. And I think we're gonna go ahead and start things off deeper with this shade called Sierra. And we are going with natural lighting today so that I could have my fan off and you guys can hear things better if we don't have 10,000 airplanes. So I'm picking the shade up on this flat brush and I'm going to first apply this to the outer third or so of the lid. And once I have that built up to where I want it, I'm going to flip my brush over and just start pulling it up toward the end of my brow. This is where I want the most lift from this shade. And this is a technique that you may see Emily Noel use quite frequently. And I really like it. It's almost foolproof. It just gives such a nice lift to the outer part of the eye. And then I will just repeat until I get to the opacity that I like. And if I'm looking quite puffy, or if you can see the hives on my neck, I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning with an allergy attack, just wheezing and sneezing and like all the drainage, and I really dislike that. We're having wildfires here in Colorado currently. I mean, not when you guys are seeing this, but when I'm filming this, which is mid-August. So I think that's a huge part of it. Yesterday, it literally, the sky and atmosphere was so yellow that it looked like we were about to get like a really bad storm, when actually it was smoke. And so I think that had a large part of it. And then also, if you watched my recent drugstore, no, was it drugstore? I don't know. If you watched the recent Get Ready With Me where I talked about us having a new kitten, my daughter went to have a sleepover last night. So instead of the kitten sleeping in her room, she had free reign of the house, including my bedroom. And you know how kittens like need their paws on like soft surfaces? Well, she was kneading my face and my neck this morning. And I am allergic to cats, but I take an allergy medicine every day and that does really help. And I don't tend to suffer with those allergies, but I think combined with the smoke and everything this morning, I'm a hot mess. All right, now with the same brush, I'm gonna go into this sort of peachy rosy shade called Savannah. And I'm gonna put this all over the inner part of the lid wherever I don't have the burgundy shade. Such a pretty shade. air traffic control, please. And I'm not one that typically does a lot of all matte looks, but I have been doing it more lately and I'm kind of digging it. Do you guys do all matte looks ever, or do you tend to do more, like always want to have a shimmer on your lid? I've always been one that wanted to have a shimmer on my lid typically, but these mattes are just so beautiful, I can't not use them. And then using the same shade with a big fluffy, I'm gonna go ahead and blend along the edges of the first shade that we laid down. I'm picturing a very soft look, but we'll see how it turns out. Okay, going back into that first shade, Sierra, I just want to reinforce that color a little bit before I add any depth or anything else. And I'm gonna take that same shade on the lower lash line. Just making sure upstairs and downstairs are connected. And I want just a nice wash of this color. I get the feeling that the Sierra shade is meant to be one of the cream to powder shades by the way it looks in the pan and the fact that it is such a light wash compared to what it looks like in the pan. Good job, Kyra. English. So for just a teeny weeny little bit of depth, I'm gonna go into this brown right here. I think it looks a little bit more cool tone or neutral than Canyon up here. So like I said, just a tiny bit. And I want to try this shade out because I haven't used this shade. I'm gonna just really lightly deepen up the outer part of the lid. But by this point, you may or may not have seen what I packed up for a little makeup bag to use for the first week or so in the new place. But I'm definitely mulling over that at this moment. And this could easily be one of the palettes that I take because it's just such a nice palette. Such a nice everyday palette. Be easy to reach for. It's easy to use, which is always nice. I mean, I have some really beautiful neutral palettes, but sometimes they can be stinkers to work with. All right, I feel like I need a little more of the lid shade Savannah, so I'm gonna pick it up on a little bit more of a fluffy flat brush. This will just help me deposit a little bit more color than the flat brush that I used originally. And just lightly blend it. That is a really pretty shade. All right, and then like I said before, I'm gonna go back into the highlighter I used today. Here, let me swatch it for you. This is a really fun color. I hope it will translate in a swatch. It's kind of peachy, pinky gold. It's almost like a duochrome. Definitely don't have anything like this in my collection. So I'm just going to tuck this in and pull it up just a little bit like I normally do in front of the transition and just work on blending this out a little bit. You can always add more, but I want to blend it first, make sure it's really soft and diffused. This is just such a unique color. I'm really glad that I went with this one. I really wanted one of these when they first came out, but it really wasn't for sure. And then eventually, after watching some reviews and swatches and things like that, I went ahead and made a purchase. I purchased one of the bronzers, and then all of the like blush and highlighter shades, depending on your skin tone, are all called the skin glazing. And so I got one that is a blushy color for me, and then I got another one that is this one that is a highlight shade for me. And I'm going to take a teeny weeny bit of this also under the arch of the brow, just for a little something, something. There we go. All right. I am going to jump off of here. I don't know if I want eyeliner or not. We'll find out. And definitely mascara, and then we'll come back for a lip. I'll put the lip on with you guys, and then we'll wrap up this video. All right, we're back. I don't know what's going on with the hair today, but we'll just ignore her as usual. And I did go ahead and line my lips with my Holy Grail lip liner from MAC in the shade Whirl. And for lips, I thought today to go with this sort of rosy matte look, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips 2 in the shade Glowing Gen. Do we need anything more? I feel like I want more blush. Nope, that's not the blush. Here is the blush, my little e.l.f. blush brush. Always more blush, because it's not a look from me unless I've over blushed. I'm super happy with this look. I kind of can't believe that I haven't gotten into matte eye looks before now. I really like this. I think it's really flattering, especially to my textured eyelids. More and more these days, I find that certain shimmers, specifically, you know, not all shimmers, but certain shimmers do emphasize texture on my eyelids. I use like the most rich eye cream that I can find that isn't $100, which is the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. So there's nothing more I can do about the texture. My eyelids and under eyes are sufficiently hydrated, but I feel like this matte look really helped out and doesn't, you know, like almost makes the texture non-existent because the powder has smoothed it over. Anyhow, that's just my thoughts on this little matte eye look that we created today. Let me know down below if you've watched all 3 videos, which look was your favorite. Just a quick little review on this palette right here. I like this a lot. I think the only shade I haven't used in the palette is this one right here called Plains, the mustardy shade, but I definitely want to wear it soon. I think I would love to wear that either with the bronze shade or the gold shade, or the bronze and the gold shade. But like I said, I'm seriously considering leaving this out when I move, just because I think it would be a nice quick palette for quick eye looks. I do love putting makeup on every day. It's very therapeutic for me, and I know that I will do that even in the midst of, you know, getting settled in the new house and whatnot. But the beauty room will of course not be the first priority. I need to get everyone settled in their bedrooms with their clothes and things like that, and you know, specifically the kitchen will be a big job. So let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this little 3-part series with the Alter Ego Sahara palette. Stay tuned for next week. I believe I'm just doing the Aurora palette because I haven't had enough use with it yet. So look forward to that, I hope. And thank you so much for watching. If you did like today's video and this series, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out here on the platform. Helps to get my videos recommended to other people here on the interweb, and then we can all make more friends down in the comments. And I hope you're staying safe and well right now and missing me. But with all of that said, I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you next week on Tuesday with another look.